Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, oh man, are we doing something fun? Okay, I gotta take that off. In today's video, I am doing a bridal makeup tutorial. I figured this might be fitting given the, situation we're currently in the whole world and whatnot. I figured that this video might be helpful for somebody who is getting married in the near future, in the next coming months, early next year, whatever it may be. And for safety reasons, if you're not hiring a makeup artist or you're not having a huge wedding or a big wedding party or whatever, but you still need to do your makeup, this tutorial is going to be for you. It's a very simple tutorial, very earthy tones, neutral, which is what most people tell me that they want to look like for their wedding day. So I put this video together with those things in mind. I'm super excited to do this tutorial for you guys today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. First product I'm going to be going in with is the EMBRYOLISSE cream. This is just like a moisturizing cream, and I have it in a little tube like this just because I condensed my makeup kit, so it's not in the original packaging, but this is just a really good overall moisturizer for the skin. Really lightweight and very comfortable. My absolute favorite primer for bridal makeup is the SMASHBOX Radiance Finish Primer. It's the Photo Finish Radiance version, and it is a little bit shimmery, which I do love, but it's not too shimmery. It gives you just like that perfect glow to your skin, and I feel like it mixes really well and looks really good right after you apply moisturizer with this on top. Next up is eye primer, and I'm going to be using the SMASHBOX 24-Hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer, and I take just a tiny bit on my ring finger, squeeze out just about like that much, and then I take my other ring finger and kind of spread it on both, and then just apply that to my lid. And for the tutorial today, I'm going to be going in with a shadow palette from LAWLESS. It's called the little one. It is so cute, and it's literally just like the perfect size. And these are the shades here. They're so pretty, very neutral. We have some shimmery shades, and then we have a black one, and then some just like browns and more neutral tones. To start, I'm going to be going in with this shade right here, which is called Clutch. So I'm just taking that on a little eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to be applying it in the crease of my eye. Next up in that palette, I'm going to take Pony right here. I'm going to focus that on the outer corner of my eye just to kind of begin to darken this up a little bit. Going back and using that same first eyeshadow brush that I used, I'm going to apply this color right here, which is definitely more orangey. This is an earthy matte rust color. The reason I'm going in with such an orangey color is because it really helps to make brown eyes pop. It's a very different type of color, so I'm just going to kind of let you watch and see how this color applied to my eyes really will help bring out that brown. And I'm just going to be taking that again in that crease, very lightly, just brushing that back and forth, not a heavy-handed application whatsoever. Next, I'm dipping into the shade Smolder, which is a rich matte brown, and it's this dark color right up here. Taking that on a blending brush and applying it on the outer corner of the eye. Notice how I just kind of tap it to lay the product on, and then I'm going to go back in and blend that out. This is a good technique if you want to make sure not to be applying too much product, to just kind of very light-handedly, is that a word? Very lightly apply that color on the outer corner. Now I'm going to be taking a very small little brush that looks kind of like this. I don't know if that's clear. There you go. Very, very tiny in comparison to my finger. That's how small it is. And I'm going to be picking up some black shadow. So in this palette, this is Plunge. So I have it applied on this side here. Make sure to tap off the excess, because if you don't, this is a very pigmented black. You're going to have way too much black on your eye. And what I'm going to do with this black color is I'm going to focus it on my upper lash line. I'm going to put a little bit more on the outer corner and then kind of taper it inwards towards the inner corner. So you can see how that really kind of darkened up my upper lash line here. I typically do that step instead of doing an eyeliner. Now it depends on the person, it depends on the kind of look that they're going for, but most of my brides typically tell me that they want to look very natural, they don't want to have too much eye makeup, too much makeup in general, so I will replace the eyeliner step with doing this. So it's kind of like very similar to eyeliner because it's still that black in that same area. But what it is it's a lot softer on the eye. It's a lot softer of an appearance because it's not a heavy black thick line of liner. That is also going to help when I apply lashes, because if you don't have any type of black, whether it's black shadow, black eyeliner, winged liner, whatever it is, when you go in to apply your false lashes, if you're doing strip lashes with an adhesive, it's going to be a little bit hard to make that look very natural and seamless if you don't have anything there to kind of like help buffer it. So one more time, I'm just gonna have you take a look. This is the eye with a little bit of black shadow on the upper lash line, and then this eye has nothing. So again, you can definitely do either or. If you want to apply lashes, I would say let's go with this side. If you're not gonna do lashes, you're only gonna do mascara, then I would say if you want to keep it very natural, very neutral, you can go with this side. Now it's time for mascara and lashes, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply those and I'll be right back. Okay, now the lashes are on and we are good to go. I promise one day I will switch up the foundation that I'm using in my videos, but that day is not today. I'm gonna be going in with the DIOR Face and Body Foundation. I just cannot say enough good things about this product. It is so beautiful, it's so natural, it's so lightweight, and it's buildable. Now, I've talked about this a couple times before in previous videos, and I talked about what a light coverage this is. It is a very light coverage, so if you do have like naturally pretty clear skin, it's gonna be a great product for you. But if you need a little bit more coverage in certain areas, you can either build that product up or put some concealer underneath the foundation and then apply the foundation over top if you have like acne or you have like whatever, scarring, anything of the sort. That'll definitely help you. I'm gonna be applying this with a beauty blender. So I'm taking a little bit of the foundation right here, need a mirror, and I'm gonna be applying it like this. I only did one very light layer all over my face, and this is what it looks like. So you can tell it just really evened me out, really smoothed me out, gave me a little bit of color, matches my like upper body color here, and just overall looks very seamless. Now it's time for bronzer. I'm gonna be going in with the Fenty Beauty Cream Bronzer, and this is in the shade number 4. It's called Honey Glazed. I would say this is a good cream bronzer to start with. If you have not used cream bronzers before, this is like a good entry-level bronzer to use. I have the product on the brush here, and I'm just gonna be applying it where I want my bronzer. So it is a little dark here, and that's okay. I'm gonna blend it out with the Beauty Blender. Taking this and just pressing that into the skin. This is just kind of a base for bronzer. I'm gonna go in over top of this and apply some powder just to set this. So you'll see how using those two, the brush and then the Beauty Blender, the brush really gave me the nice application, put the color on my face, because if I picked it up with this into the product, it probably wouldn't have given me the same type of application. It probably would have been very light, which is fine if that's what you want to go for. But because I'm treating this like a bridal makeup application, I do want to make sure that these colors stand out. Taking a little bit more on my brush, I'm gonna do the same thing for my forehead. The powder bronzer that I've been loving lately is also from LAWLESS. So the eyeshadow that I used was from LAWLESS, and now the bronzer. So this bronzer is so gorgeous. I just love the color. It's a little less warm than I'm used to, but actually applied, it's the perfect shade for me. And this is in the shade Golden Hour. Love it. I just think it's so pretty. So I'm taking a little bit of this bronzer, tapping off the excess, and then I'm gonna go in right where I put that cream bronzer, and I'm just basically using this to set that product. Now it's time for blush. For blush today, I'm gonna be using the Natasha Denona Bloom Highlighting Blush, and this is in the shade, it just says Mini Bloom. I think the shade is Bloom. We're just gonna go with that. Looks like this. It's so pretty. It's very pigmented, so be careful when you're using this product, but I love using this product because it is so gorgeous on the skin, and perfect for pictures again because it definitely stands out a little bit more than like your typical blush would. This also has a little bit of a shimmer in it, so it's so pretty when your face is in the sun. Oh, so gorgeous. Okay. Okay, we are almost done here. Next, I'm gonna go in and apply some color under my eyes on my lower lash line. So I'm gonna be taking a little precision brush, just like this one, and I'm gonna be dipping into, let's see, I'm gonna go in with Clutch, which is the Peachy Matte Brown. This one right here on the corner. Taking a tiny bit of that product on the brush and just sweeping that on the lower lash line. So you'll notice how just smoking out a little bit of that color really just helps to make the eyes pop a little bit more. Then I'm going to take some mascara and just apply that on the lower lash line as well. Okie dokie, and now I'm going to be going in with the Urban Decay De-Silic Makeup Setting Spray. This is for oil control. I know a lot of people struggle with oil, and this is the perfect setting spray to help control that. I'm just going to shake this up a little bit, and it's also perfect because it's like a little mini size, so if you don't want like the big one, this is a good option. I'm gonna go ahead and tilt my head back, close my eyes, and spray. All right. Next up, we are gonna do a little bit of highlighter. This is the BECCA Cosmetics Highlight in Champagne Pop. I'm gonna be dipping into the highlight here, just kind of like pressing it into the brush. And then I'm gonna go ahead and apply it right here on the high points of my cheeks. Just to give us a nice little glow. My favorite lip color of all time is Tarte's Rum Punch, so I'm going to be taking this on my lips, and that is the final step. And here is the final look. That is it for today's video, you guys. I hope you really enjoyed this tutorial. Please make sure to give the video a thumbs up if you haven't already, and to subscribe before you leave. And as always, the products will be in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Is this how they do it, I think? Hold on.